Hello everyone, this is going to be a quick demo and overview video of our free earnings tracker for webcam models. My name's Ben and I'm the owner of Excite Management, a talent management agency specialising in webcam modelling based in South Wales in the UK. So this was initially just a tool that we made for our own models to track their earnings, their hours, and see how they were progressing towards different goals, but we saw there wasn't really much out there like this for free, publicly available. So we thought we'd release it because if you are a webcam model that's just starting off or been webcam modeling for a while and wanting to scale your earnings, tracking accurately and consistently is one of the most important things that you can do, because if you don't measure what you're doing, then it won't improve. You need to be able to see what's working, what's not working, and the different goals that you are hitting and where you need to improve. So I'll walk through the tool and show you how to get it set up as quickly as possible for the best results. So it is a really simple tool, but like I said, it's very effective if used consistently. So it's a Google Sheet, so anyone can use this free Google account. Just come in, when you get the link file, make a copy, or I think the link that you'll receive will force you to make a copy anyway, so you won't have to worry about that. When you get the sheet, it'll be completely blank, so this one's filled with demo data, but when you get the copy it'll be completely blank and ready to set up. So the first page is just, if I just zoom back in, the first page is just a simple readme page with a bit of information about the tool, some more free resources. So we have our blog on our website and a link to this walkthrough video that I'm making now, and then a quick easy how to use setup guide and some formatting notes, which I'll explain in this video anyway. So if we start with the dashboard, so this is the dashboard, and this is just where everything's visualized from what you've logged. So you've got the current week totals, the current month total, and then the year-to-date totals, so the dollar amount, the hours, and the average dollar amount per hour. And then you've got a breakdown month by month for the selected year, and then you've got a graph representation of that breakdown as well. This is what I meant with the cell formatting. So you can see for each metric you've got the value, and then the cell is either pink or blue. Pink means the goal wasn't met, blue means that the goal was met. We'll go into goals and how you set them in here in a minute. For the weekly goal and monthly goal percentages, these just show you how close you are to hitting those goals for the current month. And then some stats like the hours you've worked this week, the hours you've worked this month, and the dollar amount per hour for this week and for the month. The numbers are a bit weird here simply because I'm recording this on the 1st of October and this is just demo data, so that's why this week is obviously a lot more than this month, because it's a Wednesday and it's the 1st of October. So, and then you've got the current month earnings by site. So if you are a model that's streaming on multiple sites, then you can track data for up to 3 sites at once. It's fully customizable, so it doesn't have to be 3 set sites. I'll show you how to edit those sites and everything to do with that in a minute. But here you just got a quick overview of what site is making you the most money, which is always a really good thing to have. So on the left, basically this dashboard is divided into 2. On the left, you've got the current totals and the current data. On the right, you've got the year-to-date and the year selected totals. So you can see you can change to 2024, 2023, and you can see the historic data as well as the current. So I'll show you the sites now. So if you are a model that streams on 3 sites at once, like I mentioned, you can track all 3 sites in one place. It doesn't have to be these 3 sites here. So here we've got Chatterbait, StripChat, and My Free Cams. If you stream on other sites, that's fine. You can come in here, change the name, the payment unit name, and then the USD per unit. So say you're on a site that uses credits and they're worth $1 each, then you can change this to credit and change this to $1, and the sheet will update dynamically to reflect that. You don't have to track 3 sites. If you only stream on 1 or 2, then you can just remove the others, and that's fine. You can just use it to track the data for one site if you want. So the first thing to do when you get the sheet is to come in here and set your sites. And then for goals, this is where you can just enter all of your custom goals. So if you have goals for weekly hours, monthly hours, how much you make a month, how much you make a week, how much you make per stream, or how much you make per hour, you can enter all of this here. You don't have to enter the goals. They are optional. I would recommend you setting goals, but if you don't want to, you don't have to, and they're updatable. So you can set them for here, Q4 for example, and then if you have new goals for the new year, then you can come in and update those as you want, and the sheet will update dynamically to show that. So really simple. After you come in, set your sites, set your goals, and then we'll move to the schedule. So this is a completely optional feature, but we thought we'd include it so that you can have everything in one place if you want. This is just where you can come in and see your weekly working hours and get some totals, like the amount per week, amount per month, and days on, days off. All you do is you come in and you tick the days that you're working, or untick the days that you're not working, and then enter the start and enter the end time. And it's as simple as that, really. Just a quick visual representation of your schedule. Like I said, completely optional. You don't have to use this, but if you want to, it's there. Okay, so we'll move on to the log now and actually log in the data. So you've got the start date, start time, and end time. Simply enter those, and then the site. Select the site that you want to input the data for, and put the earnings in units, not dollars. So if you were streaming on Chatterbait and you made 2,020 tokens, that's what you'd enter here, and then it will automatically calculate the dollar amount that you made based on the data in the sites tab. So like I said before, if you only stream on one site, that's fine. Just enter the data for one site here. If you stream on 3, then obviously select all 3 sites and enter the data for the stream. And then over here you'll get your totals, the hours, dollar amount, and dollar per hour. Like I showed before, the formatting with the pink cell for goal not met and blue cell for goal met. And then, so yeah, you just come down to the bottom, and at the end of the stream you'll enter all of the data here, and then that will update the dashboard dynamically. So yeah, basically once you've set up the sites and the goals and the schedule initially, the only thing you need to do is input the data into the log tab at the end of every stream, and then the dashboard will update dynamically, and you can just come into the dashboard and see everything at a glance. So that's the tool. Like I said, a simple tool, but really effective for growing your earnings. It is the first version, so if there are features that you'd like us to add, or if you have any problems while you're using the tool, then you can just reach out to us via our email address in the description, or leave a comment on the video, and we'll hopefully be adding more and more features to this as we go along and get feedback, so that we can grow this into a really useful tool. But yeah, if you want to get a copy of this, then there's a link in the description. Just click the link and you'll get your free copy emailed to your email address. Okay, great. Like I said, any problems, any questions, just let us know, and I hope you all make a lot of money streaming this week.